In 2006, diamonds were discovered in this area, the Marange diamond fields. Zimbabwe is a resource-rich area, and it already has reserves of gold, and it had already discovered 2 other mines that were also had diamonds there. And so when these diamonds were discovered in this area, initially the government wasn't as interested in the fields. It sent a government-owned company called the Zimbabwe Mining and Diamond Company to start prospecting in those fields. But this company did not have many resources, so it wasn't really prospecting enough. I mean, it was just, I think, working in a very small section of the fields. And then the government then declared that this area was a free area for anyone who wanted to go there to prospect for diamonds. And again, this was an attempt by the government to gain political mileage from the populace, because it was in the run, it was building up to the elections in 2008. So in order to gain political mileage, they told the people in the surrounding area that they could go in and prospect however they wanted. So even though they deployed police to look after the area, basically anyone could go there and dig for diamonds. This place became a free-for-all. At some point, 6 months later, there were at least 35,000 people prospecting in that area. And they came from as far afield as Pakistan, India, people coming in from Nigeria, the Democratic Republic of Congo, as well as Zimbabweans themselves. In October 2008, the army with gunships, with dogs, with guns armed to the hilt, came into this area where there was at least 35,000 people. Army helicopters started raining down bullets. Soldiers on the ground started firing willy-nilly at the population. People started running. Dogs were set loose. At the end of that one day, when the army came in, 200 prospectors lay dead, with thousands more injured. The army then decided to try and cover up this massacre. It forced those injured prospectors and those that it had taken to try and bury the dead. We have evidence of at least 2 mass graves, which we went to see. One where we know that there's at least 70 of the prospectors who are buried there. And then there's another one closer to the area, Marange area, where another 70 were buried. We don't know where the rest were buried. But we have evidence. We spoke to medical personnel and the mortuary attendants who saw the bodies, who said they were bullet-riddled, and who participated in the burial of these people. We also spoke to some of the other victims and witnesses to that massacre on that day. But it didn't end with that massacre, because the army then proceeded, after it had secured the mines, it decided it was going to start forcing the local community and people from neighboring towns to go in and dig for those diamonds. So basically, they would send buses out into neighboring towns. They would capture 50, 60 people, force them onto the buses, and take them to the diamond fields, beat them up, and then force them to dig for the diamonds on their behalf. But they were not just forcing adults, they were also forcing young children. So children as young as 11, 10, we interviewed 10 children, were also forced to go into the mines to carry the ore and then take them to the women for sieving. In addition to that, soldiers also went about brutally beating people around the towns, accusing them of having stolen diamonds. They would capture these people and keep them on the fields, torture them all night, asking them to reveal where they were hiding diamonds. Many people were brutally tortured in that fashion. Many did not know anything about the diamonds, but they would be tortured for about 3 days and then they would be let go. Women were also sexually abused. They were forced to strip. Every time they came across women, they would force them to strip under the guise of looking for hidden diamonds.